Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we'll explore the key insights from the book, The Charisma Myth by Olivia Fox Cabane. Charisma is a powerful quality that can help you influence and connect with others. Olivia Fox Cabane, in her book, offers practical tips and techniques to help you develop and enhance your charisma. Let's dive into the world of charisma and discover how you can cultivate it in your own life. But before we dive into the content, I kindly request a moment of your time to appreciate this video by liking it, subscribing to the channel, and ringing that notification bell. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you so much. The book begins by debunking the myth that charisma is an inherent trait that only a lucky few possess. Cabane argues that charisma is a skill that can be learned and perfected through practice. She identifies three key components of charisma: presence, power, and warmth. Presence involves being fully engaged and attentive in the moment. It means listening actively, making eye contact, and showing genuine interest in others. Power is about projecting confidence and authority without coming across as arrogant or intimidating. And warmth is the ability to show empathy, kindness, and authenticity in your interactions. Cabane introduces various techniques and exercises to help readers cultivate these components of charisma. One such technique is visualization, where you imagine yourself embodying the qualities of a charismatic person. By visualizing success and practicing confident body language, you can start to exude charisma in your everyday interactions. Another important aspect of developing charisma is mastering the art of storytelling. Cabane emphasizes the power of storytelling in engaging others and conveying your message effectively. By crafting compelling narratives and using storytelling techniques, you can captivate your audience and leave a lasting impression. The book also explores the science behind charisma, delving into the neurological and psychological factors that influence how we perceive charisma in others. Cabane explains how certain behaviors and gestures can trigger subconscious responses in people, leading them to perceive you as charismatic and influential. By understanding the science behind charisma, you can learn to leverage these principles to enhance your own charisma and become a more effective communicator and leader. The Charisma Myth by Olivia Fox Cabane is a self-help book exploring the nature of charisma and teaches practical tips for anyone to improve their presence, communication, and leadership through various exercises. Olivia Fox Cabane is an expert in charisma and leadership. She is currently Director of Innovative Leadership for the Stanford StartX program and has worked with the leaders of Fortune 500 companies, assisting them in becoming more persuasive, influential, and inspiring. Olivia is often featured in media such as the New York Times, Bloomberg, and the Wall Street Journal. She also writes regularly for Forbes. The charisma myth defies the popular notion that charisma is inherited, arguing instead that everyone can cultivate their own charisma, and in doing so can have a more positive attitude, find more success, and handle obstacles more successfully. Using wide-ranging examples of charismatic people, from state leaders to CEOs to employees, the book also outlines the different styles of charisma and how to practice demonstrating each, and offers some useful tools and exercises with which to improve their psychological well-being. The Charisma Myth by Olivia Fox Cabane is an insightful book that explores the art of charisma and offers practical techniques to develop it. Here's why this book is worth reading. It provides concrete strategies and exercises that readers can implement to enhance their charisma, enabling them to make a positive impact in their personal and professional lives. Backed by scientific research and real-life examples, it offers a comprehensive understanding of charisma, debunking common myths and providing practical insights. Through its engaging and relatable storytelling, the book keeps readers captivated, ensuring that learning about charisma is anything but boring. The charisma myth debunks the idea that charisma is a born trait, outlining several tools and exercises you can use to develop a charming social appeal and magnetic personality, even if you're not extroverted. Who comes to your mind when you think of a charismatic person? Maybe you're thinking of a celebrity, a friend, or a colleague who impresses everyone. You may believe that these people were born with the gift of charisma, whereas you don't have the talent or the right personality to be charismatic. What if I told you that you've been telling yourself a lie? Like any other skill, you can develop charisma no matter how uncharming you think you are. You do have to work on it, but with the help of Olivia Fox Cabane's The Charisma Myth, how anyone can master the art and science of personal magnetism. You too can exude extreme confidence and charm if you practice the lessons given in the book. Why should you care about being charismatic? Because it's a key skill that will make you successful in all areas of life. It's not just an essential skill for leaders and business people. It's for everyone. Whether you're a college student, an executive, or an employee, the charisma skill will help you immensely in your personal and professional life. So here are the top 3 lessons you can take away to start becoming more charismatic. The combination of presence, power, and warmth is the secret to charisma. To become naturally charismatic, you must find your charisma style. Your mental states can come in your way of becoming charismatic. Let's learn how to become more influential, more persuasive, and more inspiring today. Lesson 1. Presence, power, and warmth are the key factors for developing charisma. With the rise in never-ending distractions from smartphones and technology, the skill of staying present in a conversation is becoming rare. We all want others to understand and listen to us. So if you master the art of being present, you'll distinguish yourself from the crowd and make people feel heard. The other 2 components of charisma are power and warmth. We naturally give more importance to powerful people. When you combine that with warmth, you become super likable, just like a hero of any movie. It's because warmth tells us how one will use their power, which makes all the difference. So how can you develop the 3 traits? Eliminate distractions. Use power posing and bring on gratitude, goodwill, and compassion. The author gives us 3 visualizations to remember all 3 traits. First, imagine everyone has angel wings attached to them to remind yourself that everyone has good in them. Second, visualize the confident version of you or remember an event when you felt extremely confident. Lastly, when your brain loses focus in a conversation, focus on your toe and it will bring your attention to the present moment, which you can then direct towards the other person. Lesson 2. Find your charisma style to stay yourself while developing charisma. You don't need to force charisma by copying it from another person. Everyone is unique and you can find your own charisma style that suits your personality, goals, and the situation you're in. There's no one-size-fits-all solution for being charismatic. So knowing the different styles will help you pick your own style. According to the author, there are 4 charisma styles. Focus charisma is about focusing on the other person and being fully present. A good example of such style is Bill Clinton. Visionary charisma helps people believe in a vision. Steve Jobs is a great example of this style. Kindness charisma makes you acknowledge and accept people. For this style, Dalai Lama is a perfect example. And authority charisma comes when you display the power to influence people's lives. You can see this style in Bill Gates. To decide which charisma style you should choose, you can follow certain rules suggested by the author. When in doubt, go with your natural style that you're most comfortable with. Then consider the goal of the interaction or the situation of the event. For example, kindness charisma is best for delivering bad news, while visionary and authority charisma styles are best when you're giving a presentation. Lesson 3. Charisma begins in your mind, so you must prepare yourself to face the internal obstacles. The biggest charisma destroyers arise in your mind. They include self-doubt, impatience, annoyance, irritation, and so on. Your internal mental states influence your body language and words, which can make or break your charisma because they define how present, powerful, and warm you'll be in a situation. The author suggests some powerful tools to combat such internal obstacles. The first is to de-dramatize and realize that things aren't that serious that you're making them to be. Many people are going through similar obstacles and annoyances, so you don't need to feel unfortunate for being in bad situations. The second is to destigmatize discomfort, which means that you should allow yourself to have negative experiences or to feel the negative feelings because it's a normal part of being a human. Next, you can neutralize negativity by labeling them and realizing that your perception or thoughts do not represent reality, and they are skewed by many factors you're unaware of. And last, you can rewrite reality using cognitive reappraisal, which is about changing your perception towards negative thoughts or events to a more helpful one. Our brain makes us feel emotions based on the story we tell ourselves. So if you switch the story, you'll change your mental state and dial your charisma back up. The Charisma Myth is an absolutely amazing book on social skills. It's a fun, quick read that is packed with practical tips and covers the art and science of becoming more charismatic. The analogies, examples, strategies, and tools are helpful for anyone who wants to become more charismatic. Those are the individuals who truly deserve to immerse themselves in this extraordinary book. Anyone who wants to know what constitutes charisma. Anyone who wants to learn how to become more charismatic. The 21-year-old man getting ready to start his career. The 38-year-old woman who wants to lead a team. And anyone who wants to be more charismatic. Most of us assume that charisma is something you're born with, an indefinable star quality that makes some people irresistibly charming. This is a myth. Charisma is nothing more than a set of habits and behaviors that anyone can learn. In the Charisma Myth, Olivia Fox Cabane offers specific skills and tactics you can use to become a magnetic presence wherever you go. In this guide, we'll break down the mysterious quality of charisma into 3 simple components and explain how to integrate each one into your personal relationships. Along the way, we'll explore how influences such as Buddhist mindfulness and cognitive behavioral therapy inspire Cabane's vision of charisma. What would it feel like if every time you walked in the room, all eyes were on you? Charisma coach Olivia Fox Cabane wants to help you find out. The Charisma Myth is a guidebook for anyone who has trouble making friends, is tired of being ignored, or wants to boost their people skills and gain a competitive edge in the world of business. Cabane's goal is to debunk what she calls the charisma myth. The notion that charisma is simply something you're born with or without. She argues that, on the contrary, charisma is nothing more than a set of behaviors that anyone can practice and master. Cabane offers a toolbox of habits and strategies to turn you into a social butterfly, proving that you can be charismatic no matter who you are. Deconstructing charisma. Before we cover how you can become the most charismatic person in the room, we need to know exactly what charisma looks like. As Cabane notes, charismatic people are magnetic. All you want to do is spend time with them. But why? When someone seems mesmerizingly charismatic, Cabane asserts that they're projecting 3 irresistible qualities: mindfulness, authority, and goodwill. Whenever you interact with someone, you subconsciously rate them on these 3 qualities, which we'll explore in detail in the coming sections. Mindfulness shows they are regarding you with their full attention. Authority shows they have the ability to influence others and make your life better. Goodwill shows they're likely to treat you well. Cabane argues that your brain is self-serving and pulls you toward people with these charismatic characteristics because it senses they have the greatest chance of improving your life. Simon Sinek's alternative definition of charisma. Other authors seem to have slightly different definitions of charisma than Cabane. How to be more charismatic. Once you learn to recognize these 3 components of charisma, you can begin cultivating them in yourself. We've divided Cabane's instructions on how to do so into 2 main steps. First, master your mind and emotions. Then, practice specific charismatic conversation skills. Cabane states that the first step to becoming charismatic is to master your mind and learn to direct your emotional state on command. She argues that by practicing the right mental habits, you can authentically summon the components of charisma, mindfulness, authority, and goodwill whenever you need them. According to Cabane, the reason that this type of emotional intelligence is so important is that you can't fake the components of charisma. Humans are incredibly good at perceiving others' true emotions, particularly by observing body language. When others scan you for mindfulness, authority, and goodwill, they learn far more from your unconscious body language than anything else. If your demeanor contradicts the way you claim to feel, they'll be able to detect it. Let's continue exploring the additional key takeaways of the book to gain further insights and knowledge. 1. Charisma is good for you. It makes for success in all areas of your life. Charismatic people have a great impact on others. They're charming, persuasive, and impressive, all without any apparent effort. They lead more successful lives, too. Compared with the average person, charismatic people are more attractive, higher earners, and less stressed. It's unsurprising, then, that charisma gives you an advantage in the business world. It gets people to like and trust you, and to follow your leadership. Whether you're applying for a new job or trying to get ahead in your current one, charisma can help you to excel. Indeed, studies have revealed that the workplace performance of charismatic people is rated very highly by their coworkers. One researcher observed that followers of charismatic leaders were strongly committed to their leader's mission, often exceeding their official duties and even making significant sacrifices in their personal lives. But charisma is beneficial not just in business. It can also help in other professions and in education. For example, charisma can help high school students perform brilliantly in college interviews or win student elections. It also helps them to become socially confident and thus more popular among their peers. As for professionals, charismatic academics find it much easier to get their research published and funded, and get to teach the courses they want to. Similarly, charismatic physicians are very popular with their patients, who are more likely to follow their medical advice and less likely to sue, should anything go wrong. We can see the benefits of charisma outside the professional arena, too. Stay-at-home mothers, for example, must charm and influence all kinds of people. Charisma, then, is for everyone, not just leaders or business people. From stay-at-home moms to students to physicians, charisma can help people lead happier, healthier, more successful lives. And the good news is that anyone can be charismatic. How? Keep reading to find out. Charisma is good for you. It makes for success in all areas of your life. 2. Debunking the charisma myth. It's not inherited but a set of behaviors which anyone can learn. Despite the popular charisma myth, people aren't born with charisma, no matter how naturally magnetic some people appear. If such people were inherently charismatic, then without fail they would always be captivating. But no one is charismatic around the clock. Someone might be utterly captivating one day, and the next be totally boring. This is because charisma is not some kind of magical aura but the result of a person displaying certain behaviors. Three, charisma is, above all, body language, and this begins in your mind. At every moment, you're unintentionally sending signals that are perceived subconsciously by those around you, your body language. Whether you like it or not, your body language reveals your mental state. Anxiety, for example, produces a micro-expression on your face, and observers will sense that something's wrong. For charisma requires presence, a skill that makes you stand out, but is hard to achieve. There are many ways to appear charismatic, but the main one is presence. Being aware of what's happening, moment to moment. In social interactions, this means being with the other person completely and listening to them intently. If you're fully present with others, you'll appear charismatic and generate trust, rapport, and loyalty. If you lack presence, the person you're interacting with will likely notice and might suffer emotionally. As one person complained, interacting with someone who lacked presence made her feel resentful and inferior to whatever was more important to her than our conversation. 5. Charisma means being powerful and warm, being willing to use your power for others. Human survival has always depended on finding people who are both powerful and kind. In a dangerous situation, we need to determine which people might want to help us and have the power to do so. In the past especially, finding such people has meant the difference between life and death. Imagine having a friend who was physically strong enough to rescue you from a saber-toothed tiger, or having a king as your friend who could save you from execution. 6. There are several charisma styles. Everyone has to find the right one for themselves. Not all people are charismatic in the same way, and different situations require different kinds of charisma. 7. The most important part of being seen as charismatic is making the right first impression. We all tend to remember the firsts. The first time we met someone, for instance. This means first impressions are very important, especially as we only get one chance to make a great one. To make a great first impression, you have to make others feel you're similar to them. Being charismatic means overcoming mental and physical discomfort. Feeling discomfort, whether physical or mental, can affect your performance and emotions, as well as others' perception of you. Being hungry, for example, will probably cloud your thinking, and low blood sugar can impair your attention and emotional control. If that discomfort is visible in your body language, it can affect how charismatic you appear. 9. Dramatize. what's happening isn't serious, and lots of others are going through it. When you're feeling internal discomfort or negativity, both obstacles to charisma, remember you're not alone in the experience and that what's happening isn't really serious. This is de-dramatizing, and it involves interpreting a negative emotion in a way that reduces its impact. 10. Destigmatize and neutralize. Negative thoughts are nothing to feel bad about, and they're not necessarily real. Overcoming internal discomfort can be achieved by destigmatizing and neutralizing negativity. Experiencing internal discomfort and negativity is a natural part of human life, even for the most balanced among us. Consider that even devout Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh was once so infuriated by someone that he felt like punching him. This shows we're all capable of experiencing the entire spectrum of emotions. In conclusion, The Charisma Myth by Olivia Fox Cabane is a valuable resource for anyone looking to develop their charisma and build stronger connections with others. By mastering the skills and techniques outlined in this book, you can unlock your full potential and become a more charismatic and influential individual. Remember, charisma is not just a gift bestowed upon a select few. It's a skill that you can cultivate and harness to achieve your goals and make a positive impact in the world. You can find the link to acquire a copy of this incredible book in the description below. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you found this book summary helpful, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more book summaries and insightful content. And share this uplifting summary with someone who may benefit from hearing them. Leave a comment down below if you've read this book or have any other recommendations for us. And also don't forget to explore our curated playlists of book summaries covering various topics. Until next time, stay charismatic and keep shining bright. Goodbye.